and decided I want to record this. Not the best angle. I really appreciate the tarot readers that are out there that I have found on YouTube. Healing to Express, Linda Likes Tarot, Trisha, and a new Egyptian lady. Sorry, I forgot. Hers are really intense for me. I feel a kindred spirit big time there, that she's got a pretty big handle on the karmic, because she went through hell too. And now see, the video has no filter. So I'm going to appreciate me for who I am right now, here today. And I've been through a lot, and it's made me stronger. I appreciate those people who I didn't realize were energetically tapping into, and those who are telepathic, and I came across your lives. I didn't realize now I annoyed you so much because I had so many thoughts in my head and questions and wondering, so forgive me for that. But there are a few of you who were hiding your telepathic powers and using it against your fans. And I don't appreciate other people stealing energy without your permission. These things need to be known, that there are some ruthless individuals out there that would do anything to win. And that's just sad. Because if you were a whole person, and instead of stepping on the backs of other people, why don't you work together, combine your forces? I see higher ups trying to do that now. Combine your forces. Everybody keeps saying that. So I'm in my 50s and I just went to college, and the group work, I wasn't always welcome, and that I understood, because these kids automatically assumed, God, she must be stupid, it's taken her so long to get here now. Well, no, I've had a lot of life in between, and I didn't ever quit learning. I just thought I needed that degree from that college to tell me I was a whole person, but I didn't need that degree from that college to tell me I was a whole person, and that I could keep learning no matter what books they told me I had to read. It gave me an idea of, wow, I'd like to learn that. Now you just get a book and learn it on your own, or you look it up online and you download an ebook. Being told you're overly sensitive is laughable now. to me, because 90% of the world has no sensitivity whatsoever. So we are the elite, these sensitive people who have gifts beyond your understanding. And I know I've freaked a lot of people out my whole life just knowing things I shouldn't know, because my ancestors decided to share things with me about them. And yes, I do believe you all deserve your karma, because I remember everything that was done to me. Everything. That's the problem with having such an absorbent body that takes on the energy of other people. So I'm going to keep turning up the heat, and I'm going to keep shining bright. And I hope that it sends a few of you in your dark places to the light side of you. And can we get past letting movies and Hollywood and other people's antics distract us? Make your own movies. Make your own music. I love the fact that I'm seeing people, my little fat butt getting online and dancing. And I like the fact that I see other people doing it. Please, get on here and do it yourself. Tell your story. Talk. Dance. Sing. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you want to share your kindness and love with the world. I appreciate what I have. Glass has always been half full for me, and I'm always willing to share what I have. But there reaches a point where you become too much a people pleaser. It still happens to me where I have to catch myself going, nope, that's not for my best interest. I need to back off of this. I need to wait till I have a better grip on who I am. And I have to tell you, ascending keeps going. Towers keep happening. Old memories keep coming up. Hi.
Hello.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right on. He's 21 now.
Yep. No alcohol.
No alcohol. We don't do alcohol.
No.
It doesn't work for us.
No, it doesn't.
It just causes you to do things your logical mind wouldn't do.
I'm just coming here to say hi.
Hey, bud. You got anything you want to share about your growth and interaction?
I'm not sure, but I'm kind of want to show like why I don't want to drink alcohol. Is that okay?
Okay. There. I'll move out of the way.
Yeah.
Sit on here.
Alright. It's just
There you go.
hello. And the reason I kind of don't want to drink alcohol is because when I was like in middle school, right, like 12 or 13. I was like, what's
Go ahead, say it.
I was
You witnessed alcohol
Yeah,
in the worst way.
I witnessed alcohol in the worst way possible. Saw my grandma pee herself on the floor, and it was not fun. I just saw nothing good from alcohol, in my opinion. I don't want another addiction to quit.
Okay, so this story has to do with my not speaking with my mother for a week because I needed space because she was a narcissistic, cruel woman. And I started waking up to it, not wanting to take the abuse anymore. Okay? So she calls me all drunk and in a panic. And in a big drama of she just losing her whole life. This is my dad, my stepdad was still alive then. And he couldn't get her off the ground. So my son and I come down there, and she's wallowing around on the floor, can't get herself up. She's peed herself. And it's the worst type of alcoholism to witness. It was bad. It wasn't the first time he witnessed this, but it was the worst because it was her way of manipulating me back into her life to help her because she was so broken, because my golden heart wanted to make sure that my parents were okay. And it cost me a lot. My relationship with my son was strained. He didn't always get the best life out of it because of narcissistic manipulation and putting his mother down. He didn't need to see all that. I'm glad I finally learned to stand up for myself. And it's taught him that alcohol can be the root of someone's
evil.
Shows their evil in the deepest, darkest ways. Sorry I interrupted, but I had to kind of give it a little backstory now.
Yeah, you helped me explain it.
What else do you want to talk about?
How we got Spencer. If that's okay.
Sure. Had to save him.
Yeah, had to save him from someone who was told to come down there for a year.
Yeah, my sister.
Yeah.
So my mom wouldn't have to go into care, convalescent care, could stay home. My sister moved in to be there at night for her and get her to doctor's appointments like I did for 20 years. My dad and my stepmom, or whatever she is.
She's bipolar and multiple personalities.
Yeah.
And that's probably somehow associated with, I don't know.
Too mentally unstable that I should not have agreed to it, maybe. But she asked her to come, and I needed to get away. I needed to choose us.
Yep. And I had to save Spencer because she was jealous of a dog.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely jealous of a dog.
it's just...
It's pitiful to see adults acting that way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just...
How childish they can act. How...
That's why I chose to stop being such a child.
When you see how bad it looks on a grown adult acting like a child, huh?
Yeah.
Having to have their own way and...
Having to have everything be about... I just didn't...
Also, in a way of thinking, in a victim mindset is just ridiculous to keep going that way.
And thinking it's okay to...
Making up stories so long, lying so much your whole life that you believe your own lies and your own stories.
She started becoming full of herself.
Yeah. But that's just enough about her.
Yeah.
We don't waste our time thinking about them, my old family, other than what I learned from them and the different sad stories I might have for their cruelties. But
Ms. Paul Sanzo help us clear the room.
we've learned a lot about energy, and we've learned a lot about witchcraft, which is just the use of words against other people.
It's actions and words.
Some of you have your extra special little voodoo doll things you do, and God sees everything. There is always someone watching you. good and bad, I guess. There is a spiritual world, people. And when you play with things you don't know any better, it comes to haunt you. So we're learning a lot about Greek mythology, Devin and I. You done?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in my room.
Okay.
I just wanted to check on you.
Thanks, buddy. Wow, you're using your shirt for a towel?
Oh.
It's alright. We know. It's easier. All the stores that don't have dryers, towels.
I'm okay.
Okay, good. Thanks for sharing, babe.
You're welcome.
So, growing up, my sister was the witch that did the tarot and scared people in small towns by leaving tarot cards on their cars and freaking people out that didn't even know anything about it. I didn't understand Santeria witchcraft or the voodoo stuff and bloodletting. I chose to ignore all of that. I've heard about it, but I just chose to ignore all of that and not think in that way. I chose to rise above it. Seeing the vindictiveness and the evil in people's eyes was enough for me to know I don't want that coming back on me, because I saw what was going to happen to them. Because you put that out, comes right back to you. I've always known that. I watched it happen. Being the youngest of 5 siblings taught me to watch a lot. And now I'm watching them. And the evil things that some of them have done brings that generational curses to their family, their children, and their children's children. And I pray for them, because those innocent children and grandchildren don't deserve what their grandparents or their aunts and uncles or their siblings have chosen to do that causes hurt, harm, or injury. And I don't think I'm above or beyond anybody else. I just choose to think the way I want to think. I can't do anything else. The highest and greatest good for all. Really? There's so many of you out there that don't give a rat's ass about anybody else, just what you can get out of them. Well, a lot of people are waking up to your shit now. Some of us can actually feel your lies physically. And we don't even need to be with you. So lies, I let my digital footprint speak for itself. Everything I've put out there that's genuinely mine and not hacked together by other people, I think I've tried to help society and tried to help people younger than me and other women who are going through something, knowing that in the long run, women can be the most vicious individuals which is why I don't have very many female friends. Because in the long run, when I look back at the friends I did have, they were always only out for themselves. So I moved to a small town from the city in 1980. Moved to Morro Bay. And we're not there, 2-3 months, and my mom's already hooking up with a married man. Who, mind you, was already cheating on his wife for 20 years with a girlfriend. So not only did we move to a small town where everybody knows everybody, I'm 14 years old, and my mom goes for the rich guy in the neighborhood. Turns out he's married and he's had a girlfriend for 20 years. So she had 2 households instantly hate us. And, well, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I must be that kind of slut too. But mind you, I was mad at my mother for doing that. And that's when it began, my rebellion of, man, this woman just don't know. She just don't get it, does she? Because I went to, school I came to from, that was one class in Southern California. That was just the freshman class, the whole school here. There were thousands of people at my last high school before I moved up here. Thousands. And then to come to a little tiny school with 500 kids. Culture shock was too much for me. And to have the principal and his vice principal treat me like I was already a criminal just because I came from LA. That was really interesting. I didn't dress like everybody else. I still don't. I don't want to. I don't want to wear jeans and hoodies my whole life, thank you. Yeah. I came from where I used to hang out at the beach. And in those days it was bright colors. I had yellow pants and a rainbow colored shirt. And I still dressed for me, for my happiness, so that I feel good and my internal dialogue is good for me. I know there's people on here that aren't logged in. Hi. I see you. It's okay. You don't have to show your face to me online. I can see it in my head. Guides, angels, and ancestors. What else do I need to share at this moment? I appreciate the person that put me through the last trauma. The final trauma to crack me wide open and pop that pineal gland all the way open. Thank you. Crazy motherfucker. interesting when you get involved with people who think, never mind. But everything they do is above the law. And I'd like to say thank you to the Brigadier General who helped me. I really appreciate you, and I've thought about you a lot. And thank you for understanding your position in the world as a guardian. And I'm sorry my appreciation hasn't been shown sooner. Because there are those people out there, like the generals, who know exactly what's going on in between the high and the low. Middle management, do you call them? That's where I was in the workplace, middle management. Managers hate me, so did the ones below me, and I was trying to do the best for everybody. But mostly none of you really mattered, and your little egos, because I was there to serve the customers, the business owners. The nonprofits, the families that were having their reunion that needed this, that, and the other. Those were the people I was there for. I just happened to have to work around people who were pretty cruel and evil and bullies. And I always tried to tell them, would you really want people treating your children the way you're treating other people's children? They didn't care. And the more disgustingness I see in the world of how people really hurt children and really hurt other individuals, it's taken me a while to hermit and get through trying to understand that. I'll never understand. I will never understand. So let's see if I can help by getting these people out of their evil. Oh, thank you. I'll take that. A lot of this social media can be very toxic, and there's some pretty creepy videos that keep getting sent to me. I didn't even know what half that stuff was. Those weird websites. My own sister, Jeannie Mayotte, after 50 years decides all of a sudden she wants to be buddy-buddy and tell on her little brother who's been cursing me my whole life, hating me, jealous of me, breadcrumbing me as a brother. Yep, she told on you. And then she admitted that she's on the dark web, got her own website, got her own email, likes to do all the weird dark shit. And they hate me because I don't want any part of that stuff. Don't want any part of creepy cruelties to children or animals or men, women, society, weird sexual shit. Just not necessary. Not necessary in my world. And I'm sorry my brother was the accountant for the creepy guy that got caught with child pornography and a gun, concealed weapon. My mother lying to hospitals about me being a gold digger and wanting her trailer. Wanting her trailer. Steal her trailer from her. I never wanted it, and that's what she hated the most. Nope, I don't want it. Just sell it. Just sell it. No one in here, your crap. We'll just sell it or give it away. It's just crap. You fought so hard for all that crap. What'd you take with you? Nothing. But a broken heart for the evil things you did most of your life. Self-serving. Treating your kids like maids. True Cinderella story here, buddy. But you know, I did my best. And when I saw how it was affecting my kid, I had to stop and walk away and just say goodbye. And then I started feeling so much better. It's like the dark, ugly cloud was being lifted. And the freedom was coming. The chains were breaking. The peace was rolling in. And each day as I went through and allowed myself to grieve the past and let it go, and every so often things will still pop up. They do. They're going to do it. Something's going to remind you, or it's a new perspective on it. It's a totally new perspective on it. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. And I decided to just work on my body physically because it was a matter of having it come back to life. Feeling it come back to life. Like one of those weird sci-fi movies. I got more healing to do in that area, but at least all the nerves are completely healed. And I have control of my muscles enough to adjust my bones and keep them. There's times I get out of whack a little bit, yeah, but that's some yoga, and that's some stretching, and that's some getting out in nature. Walking on the beach. The sand's really good for the hips, man, lately. Hips and lower back. Makes your muscles really push through and hold those bones up. Yeah, seances at 4 years old. That's interesting life. I feel bad that my cousin took all the brunt in her life. Sickly. Ended up in a wheelchair at the end of her life before she died. She was the pincushion in that family, Valerie. I was the pincushion in my family, along with my extended cousins, apparently, aunts and uncles, maybe even. But I had this weird blind faith in knowing that I just needed to persevere to a certain state in a certain point in my life where I don't know, just kind of felt like it would stop someday. And that's the age of Aquarius and the shifting in the energies and the planets. And I invite all of nature and God's creatures to fight back. We all live here together. I love seeing these videos of bears coming to a picnic. Complete wild animals. Coming and having a peanut butter sandwich with the white folk. Like that guy that talks about white women. White women? It's probably a jackal. Oh, that guy is funny. And I love the little girl that's meditating. I borrowed that one. I'm meditating against all the evil eyes throwing at me. That's a good one. I love that one. I don't know how that little girl, how old she was, maybe 4 or 5, her dad videoing her. Can I ask what you're doing? I'm meditating. Yes, I borrowed it from you. Thank you very much. I meditate like that sometimes now when I feel those weirdness people coming upon me in their energy. And I'm sure satellites see me in my backyard like this all the time. Yeah. And I'm directing it at someone individually that's giving me their shit. But mostly, the things you conjured in up for me are hanging out with you now. I only talk to angels. I only talk to God. I only talk to my ancestors who I've felt around me my whole life. Grateful. When I had the meditation course, Helen Bangs, and they asked me who my guides were, and there was a Spaniard captain and the Native American woman. Well, you know, to me, she came to me as like dressed in Hawaiian outfit, you know, with this grass skirt and the that's how I pictured her, but she was Native American, and it turns out to be my great grandparents from Brazil. My grandmother was from Brazil. My great grandfather came from Spain. They fell in love and married, and that's my generational line. It was nice to put that together, knowing that I actually recognized my ancestors as my guides. You know, had any of my siblings asked me how I knew this or that, instead of just hating me for it, I could have taught them who I was tapping into and what I was doing. But you're so 3D world, money hungry, judgmental, creepy types that I gave up on you. I like being an orphan and having my new soul family that I choose to be around, that I choose to share energy with, that I choose to love wholeheartedly, and they return the favor. That's a beautiful thing. Hi, bud.
I'm just throwing the carrots out here.
Oh, okay. You ate them all?
Yeah.
Good. Get yourself some more food if you need to. It's fine.
Yeah. Carrots. Do we have any more carrots?
Yeah. Look in the plastic container. That one glass jar was just what I did with the stuff that didn't fit in it.
Glass jar.
Look for one of the Tupperwares, honey.
I know, I'm just trying to find this. Found it. Found the jar.
Okay.
I think I ate the one with Tupperware. The jar.
Oh, we're down to this last little bit? Okay.
Yep.
And get some more carrots.
Okay.
Good. can't hear my music. Now he closed the door. Hold on. I have it in the other room, so I'm in trouble. You said you were in your room. Keep interrupting each other. We need more than one bathroom. Sorry. Oh
I'm done.
Whatever. It's alright. Oh, Sarah. I forgot about Sarah and T and Tay. Texas. I want to go to Texas. I want to see Texas. I want to swim in the Gulf. When it's clean. If it's clean. Had a dream I remembered just as so somebody wants to take something from me again, huh? This time you want my car again? You want my car? So in the dream, I had an old car. I wanted a new car, but I don't like to get rid of my old cars because they're my beater cars for like taking the dog in and stuff. And it's like I did when I bought the used Lexus. It's like, okay, I got my nice car and I got my beat up van. Anyway, people convincing me that it was an ugly piece of shit, that I should get rid of it. But they used it, they would borrow it. Never made sense to me why you hated my stuff and my things, but you wanted to take them from me. My stuff wasn't good enough or worthy enough, but you wanted to take that from me. That's interesting. Whatever people do in their brokenness, you just kind of have to look past it. I refuse to be around any people like that anymore. When I go out in public, I try to turn up my energy so much that I don't let those negative people get to me. All right. This is going to be a daily thing now. Different times during the day because I don't really care to keep a schedule. I don't have to. I do it when I want to do it, when I feel comfortable. And now I'm gonna go watch a few of the tarot readers and see what's happening out there. Peace out. I don't even know how to turn it off anymore. Thank you, Joe. My hair is wet and full of gel, and it won't be dry for hours. This is, the doctor sewed me back together. You get a little extra gather here. Could show you the titanium discs in my neck that brought me out of being a quadriplegic. Yep, I had Dr. Troy Mounts save me, bring me back to life. I owe him and Dr. Peruse for helping me with the pain in my lower back until we got to that surgery, burning off the nerves. That's a team that works together, and they're very good. If you need a good neurosurgeon and pain specialist, those are your people. Right here in San Luis Obispo County. And those 3 dead seals on the beach where I do my TikTok lives, they didn't die of natural causes. There's talk of doing animal sacrifice. Yeah. It's gross. Karma's coming for you, for those of you who did do that. It's too bad for you, how much karma you got coming to you to hurt innocent animals. And I want to know why my sister has a case of cat food in the garage when she doesn't have a cat. Because she does witchy things. She's a witchy thing woman. God help you for who's coming for you next. Peace out. I decided to see if I could get some subscriptions. Why not? Give it a try. Well, let's see if we can get some subscriptions. Join the bandwagon. Help me out. Let me pay my bills. Thank you. I want star. It's time to go viral. Wow.